The Ministry of Home Affairs issued a notification on June 16 for intent of conducting population census in 2027. The government said the census will take place in two phases. It also shared the reference date for population census as March 1, 2027 for all states and union territories except Ladakh and snowbound areas of Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand. October 1, 2026 is the reference date for remaining states and union territories. What is a census? A census is an official, systematic enumeration of the population of a country or a region at a specific time. It involves collecting, compiling, analyzing, and disseminating demographic, economic, and social data pertaining to all persons in a country. More than just a head count, it gathers comprehensive information on age, gender, literacy, occupation, housing, and other vital statistics, providing a snapshot of the nation's human resources and living conditions. Role in policy and planning. The data collected during a census is fundamental for effective governance, policy formulation, and development planning. It helps governments understand population trends, identify areas needing specific interventions, and allocate resources efficiently. From determining electoral constituencies and designing social welfare schemes to planning infrastructure projects like schools, hospitals, and roads, census data serves as the bedrock for evidence based decision making. A brief history of census in India. The history of census taken in India dates back to the ancient times with mentions in the texts like the Arthashastra. However, the first synchronous census in India was conducted in 1881 by the British administration, making it one of the oldest continuous census operations globally. This exercise aimed primarily at understanding the colonial population for administrative and revenue purposes. Post independence census timeline. Since India's independence in 1947, the census has been conducted regularly every 10 years as mandated by the Census Act of 1948. The first post independence census was held in 1951. Subsequent censuses have taken place in 1961, 71, 81, 91, 2001, and the last completed census was in 2011. Each decennial exercise has evolved, incorporating new technologies and expanding the scope of data collection to meet contemporary needs. Key findings of Census 2011. The Census 2011 provided crucial insights into India's demographic landscape. Total population. India's population stood at 1.21 billion. Population growth. The decadal growth rate was 17.7%, a decline from the previous decade. Sex ratio. The sex ratio improved slightly to 943 females per 1000 males, though the child sex ratio continued to be a concern at 919. Literacy rate. The overall literacy rate increased to 74.04% with significant improvements in female literacy. Urbanization. The urban population increased with 31.2% of the population residing in urban areas. Density, population density was recorded at 382 persons per square kilometer. The responsible authority, Registrar General and Census Commissioner of India. The Census of India is conducted under the aegis of the Office of the Registrar General and Census Commissioner, Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India. This organization is responsible for planning, executing, and analyzing the decennial census operations. It also serves as the authority for civil registration and vital statistics in the country. Envisioning the next census, the upcoming digital census. The census due in 2021 was postponed due to various reasons, including the COVID-19 pandemic. The next census is highly anticipated and is projected to be a landmark event, potentially taking place around 2027. This upcoming census is poised to introduce significant technological advancements and potentially address new demographic and social questions, marking it as India's first fully digital census. The dawn of digital, India's first digital census. The upcoming census is projected to be India's first fully digital census. This involves the use of mobile applications for data collection by enumerators, replacing traditional paper schedules. This digital approach aims to enhance accuracy, reduce errors, expedite data processing, and improve the overall efficiency of the massive exercise. It also facilitates real time monitoring and data validation, making the process more streamlined and responsive. The debate, caste census being undertaken for the first time. The inclusion of a caste census has been subject of significant debate. While socioeconomic and caste data was collected in 2011, a full-fledged caste enumeration as part of the decennial census has not occurred since 1931. The demand for a caste census stems from the need for precise data on various caste groups to better target welfare schemes and ensure equitable representation. However, it also raises concern about potentially reinforcing social divisions and political implications. Population and GDP correlation. In 1951, the population was 361 million and GDP 10,000 crores. 439 million is the population, 18,000 crores is the GDP. 1971, 548 million is the population, 45,000 crores is the GDP. 1981, 683 million and 1,50,000 crores is the GDP. 1991, 846 million is the population and 6 lakh crores is the GDP. In 2001, the population touches 1.02 billion and the GDP crosses 23 lakh crores. In 2011, it is 1.21 billion population with 87 lakh crores as the GDP. In 21, it is estimated that the population is 1.38 billion and the GDP at 236 lakh crores for FY21. The power of data, what census data reveals. Census data provides invaluable insights into countries' demographic profile, including population size, growth rate, sex ratio, and age structure. It also sheds light on literacy rates, educational attainment, workforce participation, migration patterns, and the distribution of various amenities. This rich data set is crucial for understanding societal changes and planning for future needs, enabling targeted interventions and resource allocation. Why census is crucial importance for development. The census is not merely a statistical exercise, it is a foundational pillar for national development. It helps in delimiting parliamentary and assembly constituencies, allocating financial resources to states, and designing targeted interventions for vulnerable populations. It is indispensable for monitoring progress towards national and international development goals such as the SDGs, ensuring inclusive growth and equitable distribution of resources. Challenges in census operations. Conducting a census in a diverse and populous country like India presents immense challenges. These include geographical complexities, linguistic diversity, ensuring complete and accurate coverage, addressing privacy concerns, and managing the vast human resources required for enumeration. Overcoming these hurdles demands meticulous planning, extensive training of personnel, and robust public cooperation campaigns to ensure maximum participation. Ensuring accuracy and privacy. To ensure the accuracy and reliability of census data, rigorous training of enumerators, robust data validation process, and multi-layered quality checks are paramount. Simultaneously, maintaining the privacy and confidentiality of individual data is cornerstone of the census operation. Strict legal provisions are in place to protect personal information, and the transition to digital data collection aims to further strengthen data security and reduce manual handling errors. Thank you.